WNBA draft has concluded. This is a Tuesday morning, and it seems to be a lot of fans that's upset about what happened last night in the WNBA draft. And I'm sitting there like, what's the problem? You good? What's the problem? What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong? Anyway, let's talk about it right here on the WNBA update.
J Squad.
What's good? Welcome back to another episode of WNBA Update brought to you by DopeContent.com.
Yeah.
This is your host, K. Lou here, man. And before we get started, we're going to be short and sweet like we always are. I want to first say to all the new people that has been coming by the channel, checking out the videos, liking the videos, hitting the comments, no matter if you agree or disagree, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, giving the video a chance, giving the channel a chance. And just thank you, man. It helps the stream. It helps the video go, push the algorithm when y'all comment and like, and it's free. So I'm going to always take time to thank you guys, man. I definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
No matter if you agree or disagree, like I said, man, most of the comments have been very respectful. I haven't had to go off on nobody and cuss nobody out. And when I do respond, just be clear. When I do respond to some of you guys, if I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm not saying anything out of anger. So I know there's one guy that thought I was trying to argue with him. I don't say anything out of anger. I'm just keeping conversation going with you and giving you my opinion based on what you said, right? That's it. Nothing I'm saying is out of anger. If it's out of anger, I will put some cuss words in it. So you would know if it's out of anger. So thank you once again, man. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, man. WNBA draft took place last night, man. A lot of upset fans, quotation marks, fans are upset about some of the moves that happened, man. A Fud goes number 1. We just go over the names that everybody, are interested in and the people that, everybody know, right? A Fud goes number 1 to Dallas. Olivia Miles goes number 2 to Minnesota. Our Fam goes number 3 to Seattle. Lauren Betts goes number 4 to Washington. And let me stop right there real quick, because Lauren Betts to Washington, I figured that would happen. I said on my last video that if she goes to Washington, they team up with Kiki Urifan in the front court. That would be crazy. But on top of that, Washington just re-signed Shakira Austin. So my question is, we know you got a dominant front court now, but my question is, who's going to come off the bench? Because Kiki is a 4, Shakira is a 4, Lauren is a 5. Are you going to put your first round draft pick, Lauren Betts, on the bench? I think not. Are you going to put your last year's first round draft pick and an all-star, Kiki Urifan, on the bench? I think not. Or are you going to put the person you're spending $1.2 million on the bench? That's, or can you possibly move one of them to the 3 and try to go with a big lineup? I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. But Washington, shout out to Washington, man. Y'all got a very deep front court. It's going to be hard to score on that team in the paint, and it's going to be hard to get rebounds on that team in the paint. So just be on the lookout for Washington, right? But moving forward, and I want to say this now, I'm working on like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. So if I start rambling and messing up, man, forgive me. But let's keep it moving, man. Get back to some of these names. Flau'jae Johnson was drafted by the Golden State Valkyries. Then she got traded to Seattle for Martha Suarez from TCU. Now, the thing about this, a lot of people didn't understand what was going on. This agreement was already made before the draft. Golden State and Seattle already had an agreement made, and it makes sense for both of them. Seattle needed a big that could play inside and outside and can shoot because they just lost Monique Billings, right? And they just needed a big, right? Martha Suarez is 6'3". She's a forward. She played power forward at TCU this past season. She can play inside. She can play outside. She's a good defender. She has a nice post-up game, and she can shoot the three. That's why they traded for her. Flau'jae, they needed guard help in Seattle, considering Gabby is gone, Erica Wheeler is gone, and Skylar Diggins is gone. That's why they made the trade for Flau'jae. So it makes sense on both ends, right? So to anybody's mad about that, I got one thing to say to you.
Shut up, bitch!
Let's see. Let's get back to some names. Kiki Rice from UCLA. She goes to Toronto. Gabriella Jaquez went to Chicago from UCLA. UCLA got 3 back-to-back picks in the first round. And then they had 5 players go in the first round. So shout out to UCLA, man, making history.
Yeah!
Let me see. Go to some more names. Oh, this one is interesting. A lot of people was mad at this. Mainly Caitlin Clark fans. Raven Johnson out of South Carolina goes to Indiana. And the funny thing about this, if you've been watching women's basketball for a while, you know Raven Johnson and Caitlin got like a little rivalry going from college. You know, Raven is the one that Caitlin waved off at the three-point line that year, and then the next year, Raven locked Caitlin up on defense. So you know Caitlin fans don't like anybody that beat Caitlin. they are enemy number one. If you beat Caitlin, and especially if you black, let's just call it what it is. If you black and you beat Caitlin in a tournament or whatever, or you play her tough or whatever, you enemy number one in their eyes. I don't want to play the race card, but it's just we just got to call it what it is sometimes, man. Come on. So it's interesting to see, and the comments that I saw from the Indiana fans are pissed at Raven. Why did you get Raven Johnson? Well, she's a hell of a guard, and she's a hell of a defender, and y'all should know that firsthand by how she locked Caitlin up. Just saying. Let's pull up her numbers too. Let's see if we can find her numbers real quick. Raven Johnson. So last year she averaged 10 points a game, or this year I should say, she averaged 10 points a game, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 4 rebounds, and she shot 48.6%. And then she shot 40% from the three-point line.
Yeah!
Those are not bad stats. You need a 3-and-D person, and out here in Indiana, you got a 3-and-D person. I don't understand the problem, but hey, whatever. You still got Kelsey Mitchell. You still got Caitlin. Those are your scoring guards right there. But hey, whatever. Y'all be mad, Caitlin fans. I think that was a solid pickup right there. Let's see who else that y'all might want to talk about. We got some more players. Like I said, UCLA, they got 5 people that got drafted in the first round. Those are the names that everybody's always talking about. So we just go leave it there. Let's get to A Fud in Dallas real quick. A lot of people, including some media people that I know for a fact, don't watch the WNBA because they said it themselves, or were on social media last night saying, "Oh, I don't think this is a good idea to get our A Fud in Dallas. Like, this just because she's Paige's girlfriend, I don't think this is a good idea. They shouldn't be playing together." Again, this is coming from people that I know don't watch the WNBA, and this coming from media people that be on like big platforms here. I'm talking about like the national radio shows, the national syndicated radio shows, saying this stuff about AZ Fud, and then they get on the radio this morning talking about reminding folks, I don't care what y'all say. Yeah, I don't watch the WNBA, but it's stupid to get AZ Fud. Well, son, if you don't watch women's basketball, how you go get on here and tell us what's right and what's wrong? You don't watch WNBA, you don't watch women's college basketball, but you got a strong opinion about AZ Fud going number one? What sense does that make? And I'm addressing these type of people because, again, one of the guys has a huge following. He's on a national syndicated radio show here in Dallas. Like, what are we talking about? Why are you even talking about it then if you don't watch it? That's why I say fans, in quotation marks, the people that's angry, and the Indiana fans, they're not Indiana fans because Indiana fans are actually happy about the Raven Johnson pick. It's the Caitlyn fans that are mad. And then these other random accounts was like, whoa, Lauren Betts was there, and the Wings should have took Lauren Betts. Well, if you were a true fan of the Dallas Wings, you would know that they got the bigs that they got for a reason. They are going to be a fast-paced run-and-shoot team. That's why Awak years they made sure to get her back. That's why they got my mind is going blank. Like I said, I'm on 2 hours of sleep right now. That's why they got Jessica and Alana. They need bigs that can run up and down the court, create space, pick and pop, pick and shoot, do all of that. Those are the type of bigs that they wanted. And they got all the bigs they wanted. And they got AZ to be one of those wing players to come run up and down the court with Enrique, who's still one of the fastest in the league, with Paige, who's going to push the pace. And we just need AZ to come here, play defense, shoot the three. Like, I don't understand it. Everybody was like, oh, AZ's not a number one ball handler. She don't need to be. That's the point. She don't need to be here in Dallas. And she wasn't in UConn, and she was still legit. So, like, you don't need her to do that. If you needed a ball handler, you would have drafted Olivia Miles. They don't need a ball handler. They have Paige. They have Enrique that can create. JJ can create. And Isaiah can create. You got 4 creators. You need somebody that can. They was one of the worst teams, if not the worst teams, in shooting threes last year and in defense. They needed to fix that, and they did that with AZ. What's the problem? What's the problem? AZ Fud not being the number one option, not being a creator, an ISO player, as people like to complain about. Let's get to her numbers. 17 points a game this year. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.5 steals, defense. She shot 48% from the field and then 45% from 3. That's what you needed here in Dallas, looking at the roster that they have. That's why she went number one. I'm sorry for yelling too. I get irritated when people say dumb stuff all the time and they don't know what the hell they talking about. Because you're not a Dallas Wings fan, you're not a WNBA fan, but you the loudest on social media. And it's not just with Dallas Wings, it's just with, I'm just addressing the Dallas Wings people right now, right? So AZ Fud went number one for a reason, and it wasn't because Paige. Oh, because her and Paige are together. I don't even know if they still together. It don't matter. It shouldn't matter. Whatever. But yeah. Well, Paige is one of her girlfriends. That's why she went number one. Man, come on, bro.
Shut up, bitch.
I see a lot of people mad about Olivia Miles going to Minnesota. So you was cool with just having Courtney Williams as the guard? With nobody else? Who's the other guard? Kayla McBride, right? So you didn't want a pass first guard or a guard that could create for everybody to go with Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride? Y'all didn't think that was a good move? And then you got Fee whenever she gets healthy. Now I understand that they needed a big because they lost Jessica to Dallas. They lost Elena to Dallas, right? Or Alana to Dallas. I'm sorry, I said her name wrong. But you just picked up Natasha Howard as well. So I can understand you wanting to get our fam or you want to get Lauren Best. I can understand that, but they needed a guard too, and they took the best guard in a draft, in my opinion. So, not mad about that. Seattle is going to be solid. Well, I ain't gonna say solid. They're going to be a fun team to watch. A nice, young, and fun team to watch. So, shout out to Seattle. Washington, man, I can't wait to see what they do and how they play with this lineup, because it's going to be crazy. They like I said, their front court is big. Their front court is legit, and they're ready. So, well, how much time we got? So we've been 15 minutes, man. I don't want to keep y'all long. Like I said, I want to go short. I did a little rant there about the Dallas people and the fake fans, the fake outrage by people that don't even watch WNBA. Let me know how your team did, how you feel about your team. Can Raven Johnson and Caitlin Clark get along? I believe so. I don't see why not. I think that's just, again, internet stuff. People talking noise on the internet. That's just how I look at it. People talking noise on the internet. Just kill that noise, right? And yeah, we got some more stuff to get into on the next video, man. But I don't want to be here all day. Thank you for watching, man. Again, it doesn't go unnoticed, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate you just for, just giving the channel a chance, man. I don't know how else to say it. I was trying to find a different way to say it, but thank you, man. Thank you for real.
Yeah.
And until next time, man, this is WNBA Update. DopeContent.com. The name is right here on the screen. It's on the page. DopeContent.com keeps you updated with everything we do. The wrestling, the interviews, exclusive interviews, the podcast, the video. Well, I don't do video games on the website. Sports podcast, wrestling, music, all of that stuff, man. So
Yeah.
tap in with us on there. Merch and all that. So until next time, man, y'all be safe, and we'll be back before the beginning of the season, man. I got some more content to drop for y'all. I will be at a couple of press conferences, I think starting this week, actually. So yeah, we'll get into it, man. Till next time, y'all be safe. I'm out.
J Squad.